1999. When was Paul born? He was born on the 3rd of March 1999. So he was born on the 3rd of March 1999. Number 2, Liz, 1950. So there's no month or date, just the year. Liz, 1950. When was Liz born? She was born, and because it's the year, in 1950. She was born in 1950. Simon and Matt, 4th May 1997. When were Simon and Matt born? Okay, so it's twins, 2 babies, so we say they were born. And we do have the date, so it's on 4th. So on the 4th of May. (1997). They were born on the 4th of May, 1997. And finally, Alf. We just know 1932. When was Alf born? So it's just a boy, so it's he was born in 1932. Okay, so make sure you use the right preposition. If you know the date, you can say on the 3rd of March. If you only know the year, has to be in 1950. On the 4th of May in 1932. So that's how to write dates. Now let's move on to some phonics. And today we're looking at shun ending to words. Shun. And there are 2 ways of spelling it. So the 2 ways of spelling shun that we're looking at today are T-I-O-N. So at the end of the word, that says shun, as does S-H-I-O-N. They both say shun when they come at the end of a word. So let's see the words which use these spellings at the end. For T-I-O-N, we've got addition, addition, subtraction, subtraction, and invitation, invitation. Okay, so there's just 3. There are many more that end in T-I-O-N, but those are the 3 examples. So how about S-H-I-O-N? Well, actually, in English, there are only 2 common words which end in S-H-I-O-N. So they are fashion, fashion, and cushion. cushion. So, easy to remember, there's only two common words that end with S-H-I-O-N. Fashion and cushion. Okay, let's see those words used in a sentence. At school, we had a maths competition. We had to do addition and subtraction. So you can see there all three, competition, addition, and subtraction, all end in T-I-O-N. Layla got an invitation to a fashion show. There were lots of people there, so she sat on the floor on a cushion. So invitation, T-I-O-N, fashion and cushion with the S-H-I-O-N, the only two. Okay, now let's move on to some reading. And today we're going to read a poem, and it's about relatives. It's called My Relatives Are Coming. But first, let's look at some new vocab. The word relatives. It means anybody in your family, someone you are related to, is your relative. Toddler. Toddler. A young child, maybe 3 years old, 2 years old. Toddler. Normal. Normal. Something that happens all of the time, that everybody does. It's normal. Cute. Cute. Squeeze. We can say it's a bit of a squeeze if there's too many people in one place. Queue. Queue. When you line up for something, you queue. And miss someone. If someone you love and they're not there, you can miss someone. Okay, one more time. Relatives, toddler, normal, cute, squeeze, queue, miss someone. So now let's read the poem. My relatives are coming. We're getting ready for a really special day. My relatives are arriving, and this is where they'll stay. My aunt and my uncle and my cousins Bill and Kate will be here for a week, and I just can't wait. My cousin Bill's a toddler who has just turned 2. He likes to scream and shout, just like normal toddlers do. But he's really fun and cute, and he's learning to be good. And I'm going to help him do all the things he should. Kate will sleep in my room, on some cushions on the floor. Aunt and uncle in the lounge, on a camp bed by the door. But our house is quite small, so it will be quite a squeeze. There'll be 8 around the table, 16 elbows, arms and knees. There'll be queues for the bathroom and queues in the hall. There'll be coats, shoes and bags piled up against the walls. The house will be so noisy, as we all like to speak. There'll be laughter and singing for the whole of next week. And when they all go home, I know they'll stay in touch, but the house will be so quiet, and I'll miss them all so much. Okay, so